Eva. And then Dawson, can you go sit next to Eva? And then Kendall. Can you go sit next to Kendall? And then Najee, you're going to sit next to Ian.
I want to put
And then Matthew, you're going to sit here.
Go put your
That's perfect. And then, you know what, Sebastian, you're going to come over here.
Well, I just wanted to do that.
All right, so can we make a big round circle, please?
Like a big round of
All right, everybody. So I want to, everybody's eyes should be on me right now. So I want to talk to you guys about what we've been doing over the past few lessons. So over the past few lessons, I've noticed that sometimes some of you have side conversations, and sometimes you like to talk over each other. And I want to make sure that everybody's able to learn and that I'm able to teach. So in order to do that, remember how I had the Equity 6 last time? I think everybody used those last time. So I want you guys to all really focus on the Equity 6 this time. So unless I call your name, nobody should be talking. Unless your name is called, you should be listening to what your friends are sharing, because I want to make sure that everybody is learning. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So, Eva, have you ever seen a play before, maybe at the Nashville Children's Theater?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me about it? What play did you see? You saw. Oh, great. Okay, so I thought that was a great time. You all saw it. Okay, remember that unless I call your name, you shouldn't be talking, right? I'm so glad that everybody wants to share them. Okay, so Reader's Theater is just like a play. Can I have a show of hands who's heard of the Reader's Theater before? Okay, perfect. Okay, Miles, do you want to go ahead and tell me what Reader's Theater is?
When you are a person and you read what they say and like how their feelings are and stuff.
Yeah, that's a great description of what Reader's Theater is. So in Reader's Theater, there are different roles, just like the characters in a script. Has anybody ever heard of a script before? I want a show of hands. You guys have all heard of a script. Did you guys know that script comes from the Latin word scripta? Now, Dawson, can you tell me, is there another word that you can think of that has the word script in it?
Sheep.
Sheep? Let's think about that. Can you think of something that you might do that might have the word script in it? Let's think about that. Damien? Scripting. That's a great word, yeah.
I got one.
You've got mail.
Script, that same sound is in the word script, you're right. Can you think of something, Eva? Scripture, yes. That's also in the script is in that word. Okay, yes, Kendall.
Description.
Description, yes. Yes, Matthew. Description, yes. This is my one. A scorpion, that's very close. It's very close. It sounds very similar, doesn't it? It really does, but it's not quite there. So the word script, I'm going to go ahead and write it down so you guys can all see what it looks like.
Let's start with S.
It starts with an S, and then we have a C, R, I, P, T. So script. So like Dawson said, scorpion, we have some of the same sounds because we have an S and a C, like scorpion. But this word has script. Yes, scratch. Scr. Yes, the first three sounds that we hear are in the word scratch as well. But let's think about script, the word, and what script means. So script, in a script we have different writings, right? So we might have a description, right? Or we might have a script, which is the words that we see when we're doing a performance. So today we're going to work with Reader's Theater, and I'm so glad that you guys are all familiar with it.
I would give
Remember, Miles, unless I call your name, we're not going to be talking, okay? You can share in the end, okay? Okay, so I'm going to read a passage 2 times, and I want you guys to tell me what you think is different between the 2 times that I read the passage, okay? Long, long ago, the sky was black and white. It was bright during the day and black at night. The sky looked down at her. Okay, so now I'm going to read it another time. Long, long ago, the sky was black and white. It was white during the day and black at night. the sky looked down at Earth. So, Kendall, can you tell me what might be the difference between these two readings?
The first time you said it,
Yes. Nadia, can you tell me something that might be different between the two readings that I just did? Maybe something about my voice, or maybe my facial expressions. Can you think of anything that might be different between the two readings? It's okay, you can pass if you'd like. Pass? Okay. Alright, so if you guys have noticed, I really use my expressions to try and show what the meaning is of this story. So now I'm going to let you guys practice that same passage with a partner. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these out. So Miles, Audrey, and Damien, you guys are going to read together. Dawson and Eva, you guys are going to read together. Kendall and Ian, you guys are going to read together. And you three are also going to read together. So Naja, Matthew, and Sebastian. Actually, you know what? Naja and Matthew, you guys are going to read together, and then I'm going to read with you, Sebastian. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice reading this passage on the third page with expression. You will see in a second. We're not going to work everybody's eyes should be on me right now, and we're going to listen to everybody's eyes should be on me, right? Okay. So we're going to be talking about what the narrator says right here, and that was the passage that I just read. The first time, not so much with expression, or I didn't use my facial expression. I didn't change my tone of voice. And the second time that I read it, I really tried to use my tone of voice. So I want you guys to practice reading with a different tone of voice. So I want you to turn to your partners. Obviously, you guys have 3 people, and I want you guys to practice reading with expression 1 times 3. One partner will read the first time, and the second time, the other person will read. Okay. So do you want to practice reading, Sebastian, with expression? This first. Okay, so if you haven't switched partners, the other partner should be reading. Damien, have you read yet? Damien, why don't you go ahead and read, and then we'll give Audrey a turn. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read. You're going to listen to the expression. So long ago, the sky was black and white. It was bright during the day and black at night. The sky looked down at Earth. Okay? All right, has everybody had a turn reading with expression?
Yes. Can you do it one more time if I did it twice?
You did it twice? Okay. All right, everybody, eyes on me. 1 second. I need everybody's attention. Everybody's eyes should be on me. All right, did you have a question, Ian?
In this story,
We're going to talk about that. I'm so glad that you brought up the idea of acts. We're going to talk about how an act is something that separates the play. So we'll talk about that because I'm going to read through the whole play today.
it's like scene 1, scene 2, scene 3.
Yes, there are different parts of a play. It's like a scene.
And then different causes.
Yes, you're right, Matthew. But you know what? Unless I call your name, we're not going to share, right? Okay? So now, I noticed that all of you guys were really reading with expression. Audrey, can you tell me what we were doing differently? What were we doing differently about the reading? She didn't get a chance to read. So, show of hands, who all had a chance to read? Okay, so Audrey, you didn't have a chance to read. All right, so how about we have another minute and you guys can have a chance to read with expression because I want everybody to have a chance to read. 1 more second, okay?
I saw friends in the forest.
You guys should listen to what Audrey's saying with expression, right? Okay, it looks like everybody's had a chance. Now everybody's had a chance. Everybody should have a chance to read. All right, we're not going to do that today. We're going to do that on Thursday. All right, everybody, can everybody please turn around and look at me? Thank you very much. All right, so obviously we noticed that we're reading with expression. We're really paying attention to the words on the page and trying to get out the unique characters that we have in our book. So everybody knows that we're going to have different characters and different roles in our book. And some of you have asked about, are we going to play different roles? And we're going to do that on Thursday. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first what we're going to do is we're going to read through this book. But I need to collect all these books because I want you to listen carefully to the words and how I'm doing it with expression. Okay, we'll see. excited that you guys are excited about this Reader's Theater. All right, so first I'm going to read sky colors, okay? So we've already talked about sky colors. Thank you, Sebastian.